we'll talk about what exactly these entities are. What are the earthbound souls are called? Even people say spirits will enter, spirits will come. Maybe you have those spirits, right? So all these words are often heard. So what exactly these spirits are, or what exactly these, which one is called earthbound souls? So once a person die, right? When he releases, when his soul comes out of the body, we know, everybody knows we are the souls, not the body or the mind. When the soul comes out, means I'm talking about the death. When the soul comes out, even when we are sleeping, every day soul comes out of our body, but with the silver cord. But when we die, the silver cord will be cut from our body, so we cannot go back into our body when we die. So that is the difference between the soul coming out when we are when after the death, versus soul coming out when we are alive in the sleep. So every day night the soul comes out, which is we come out of the body and then go around, and you see what you want to see, where you want to go, and then comes back into the body in the morning. So the soul knows what time we get up, or so it comes back. Sometimes even if it comes back early also, you kind of awake, and then you are a little bit of fresh, you don't want to go back to bed again, and you get up, you say that, oh, today I woke up at 6, instead of 6:30, I had alarm at 6:30, but I woke up at 6 o'clock, because that is what you feel. So the next version is when we are after the death, when the soul comes out, we are allowed to stay here for 12 days. On the 13th or 14th day, we leave. Some people, they have extra 1 day grace period until the 13th day. So by 13th day, they have to leave. So if they do not go, if they stay back here, then they can go, unless someone makes you, increases your energy, and then sends you back to your soul city. So what is that exactly, where I cannot go, means what? Means when the body comes out, when the soul comes out of the body, that soul can go back to the soul city after 13 days, right? So what does that exactly means? Means they become an earthbound soul. They can go back. So when they become an earthbound soul, they stay here with us, whoever is the family. And why they don't go and some people go? For that reason is, some people after the death, the masters, to everybody, the masters who are our masters when we are born, we have 7 masters with us. So one of those masters, even after death, there are some masters who gives the wisdom to go back, and they show the path, and they tell you how to fly, how to walk, how to do. And they also teach us not to stay here, to go back to our soul city. But some entities, some spirits, what they do is, they don't want to go back, because the reason is, their kids are too young. They think, if I go back, who will take care of the kids? Or they have some properties or the money which the family does not know. They think, oh, if I can stay back, I can show them where the properties are, where the money is, all that, right? So in that reason, they stay back. And the other one is when whenever these people stay back after the 13 days, they become a negative source. That source becomes very negative. So they generally stay back with the family. When they hug the son and sleep, they come and hug the husband. They think, the people can see them. In the beginning, they start talking. After the death, they come and say that, oh, I'm right here. Why you're crying, all that stuff. And also when we are crying, they get like thousands of ants will bite on them. So they'll have severe pain. They will have burning sensation when if we cry, and especially if you keep the body also. Body has to be gone before after the sunrise. Or if they die before the sunset, it has to be cremated on the same day. But if they die after the sunset, it has to be cremated in the morning, because people believe if you cremate after the sunset, the very other entities can enter into the body. That is the reason why they. And also we have to stay with that body in the night. You cannot put it somewhere, that body. So, and when you cremate the body, then they completely realize they are dead. They cannot go back into the body. So after that, slowly masters will train them how to go from one place to all that stuff. And also they tell them you have to go back to your soul city. But you have this many days of time. So they try to teach us or tell us whatever they want to say. They try. And also they go to these meditative places, meditative people also, and they give them also some of the information. Sometimes they don't get it or they don't give the information. They try to stay back. They think they can help the kids, they can help the husband, they can help the wife, telling all these stuff. Sometimes they do come in the dream and tell them this is what where I kept, this is what I have, all those stuff. They would. Some people they don't remember the dreams. Some people they do remember the dreams. That is one of the way they do communicate with their loved ones. They can communicate through the dreams, but we should be ready to take those or believe in them. And also we should be able to remember. How do we remember? We remember if we do a lot of meditation, and if we have a lot of that extra wisdom or the power to remember. So for the dreams to remember, you have to do meditation every day according to your age. And also you should eat food early. You have to almost go empty stomach. And also you should tell the masters, if my loved one who are passed away, if they give us any wisdom, if they want to tell me any information, I'm ready to take that information. Please masters, help me to remember the dream. This is what you should ask, and sleep automatically you will remember. And also if you're seeing all the time someone who died in your family, like for example, aunts, uncles, or your grandparents, or immediate family, how it could be husband, wife, or the kids. If they see them in the dream and they are in the darker place and they're crying, they're asking for your help, or they're staying somewhere on the top, but there are no steps to that to go there, and you're trying to go and ask, or sometimes you ask why you are staying there. That's so dark. And then you can help them. So these are all the symptoms that they are earthbound souls. Sometimes they are in the the cellar, in the dark cellar, or they are in the darkness outside the window and they are not able to come in. All these are symptoms that they are became earthbound soul. So but after the 12 days, how do you send them? So all these people does not have energy to go back because masters left already. So what you have to do is you have to ask them to sit in the meditative stage when they are doing the meditation with you every day for 3 days. Ask them to do the meditation so that you can go back and take the birth again, and then you can come back into the family, or you can go wherever you want according to your soul plan. So you do need to go back to your soul city. You will not have this suffering or the pain or this darkness. Soul city is such a beautiful place. You will love it. I'll send you back. So once you say that, automatically they will sit with you to do the anapanasati, which is focusing on the breathing. So once they sit on the focusing on the breathing, then you do that for 3 days, and also tell them to continue to do that all the time, 24 hours a day for 3 days. So the soul will sit and do it. You will say they will not have the body. How can they do the focus on the breathing? But they have an imaginary body. They do think they have a body. They can see their own body, because when they do not have the body, if they have the soul, they can do whatever they want. They get everything what they think of. Whatever they think of, that is what they get. That is the soul capacity. So they can do the Anapanasati. And then when they are doing Anapanasati, you can tell them to, on the third day, you call the masters, and masters will come and sit with you. So ask the masters to take this soul to the soul city wherever it belongs to. Even when you're calling the masters, say that this soul, whichever soul city belongs to, I am inviting those masters to take him back to the soul city. So feel that the masters are coming and taking this soul to that soul city, and he is gone. So also promise whatever you want to promise. If it is your uncle's aunts, I'll take care of your kids, I will give them the wisdom, whatever I could. Like that. Like if it is the same family, say that, if it is a husband or a wife, I will do all those things which you left, and I promise I'll do it. So you go back to your soul city and you go to continue your journey to the next life, or whatever you want to do. You can come back to the same family. It's up to you. There's no obligation, right? So don't put all those. Some people are putting some restrictions. Oh, you should come back to this family. Come back to the same family. You don't say that, because it's not me. It is that other person. It doesn't matter if it is a husband or the wife or mother or a father, because they have their own freedom to make their own choice. So leave them alone to do that. And then once they are gone, then you see huge difference in the house. And what are the symptoms you see if there is an earthbound soul in the house? That I'm going to talk about it tomorrow. The symptoms and also in the house, if you have an earthbound souls. Number one is dreams. There are other symptoms also. I'll tell tomorrow. Then number two, tomorrow's class, I'm going to talk about if the other souls enter into our body. Actually, let me tell you what are the symptoms in the house. Tomorrow I'll talk about if the other soul enter into our body, how do we know? How do the other person can recognize there is a chance of entering those spirits into our body, and how they can enter, and also how do you recognize and how to remove them, and teach tomorrow. So today we'll talk about what are the symptoms if you have an earthbound souls in the house. Number one, your dog will look somewhere and bark constantly whenever they come. Number two, if you don't have dogs, then if you have milk, it will get spoiled fast, and also even the vegetables will get spoiled very fast. Even if you have, you will have these dreams, and also when you're doing meditation, also it's like not easy to do the meditation. You feel very irritated, and also you get all these thoughts. You feel like you don't feel like doing meditation. And then when you sleep also, you feel this darkness. Something is, something is coming and touching you, or, they are holding your neck. Something you feel irritability. So that will be there when you sleep. And the next one is the dreams. And the other one is the husband wife will be having arguing and fighting, and they will not have harmony. And also even the kids will be, if you have younger kids, they will cry, they'll be doing all these upsetting stuff, like they will be always irritated. So if you have that irritating environment or argumenting environment in the house, that is also one of the symptoms. Some people say they don't have issues with the spoiling, when they keep something in the fridge, it is fine. But they have these arguments. Even their kids, they have severe arguments. They think, oh, she's a teenager, that's why. It might not be the teenager, it could be the earthbound soul. So always consider that. And then ask in the dream, is there a earthbound soul in the house? Then you will get in the dream. Once you get the dream, if it is, then sit down and ask them to sit with you. Do the Anapanasati for 3 days, and then ask the masters after 3 days, come and take that to whichever soul city they belong to. This is very, very simple and easy. Even if you are not sure, do it for 3 days whenever you're doing meditation. That will really, really, really help you to stay much more calmer and happier. This is an excellent technique, and this is a very, very, very high subject. Okay, not everybody are aware of this subject. So please teach others and send the video.